Hi, I'm Jason Reed with the Duplex Doctors. Just wanted to share a little bit of our knowledge. We've been investing for over 20 years, at least personally I have, and the people I work with, same thing. We've all been actively investing, and a lot of times I like to share the knowledge I have. One of the things that I would recommend to owners, first off, if you're renting in the fall or later in the year, have your leases end at the end of August. So September 1st is the date that you're gonna be releasing the property for the next year. Even if it's a shorter term lease, most people agree to that, especially if you say, you know, I just wanna make this so it's easier to rent next year, and you can make the decision if you wanna continue renting at that point, and it'll be easier for you to find a place too if you move out at the end of August, because that's when about 50% of the properties turn over. Second thing that I would highly recommend, and one of the biggest things that people waste a lot of time on as an owner, is they will do multiple showings for a property, and they'll kind of do it whenever the potential person that wants to lease your property wants to be there. I would set it up in a open house format, where instead of having it, you know, all times of the week, just set it up, say Saturday from noon to 2. That way you have everybody come at one time. It makes it easier for you, but it also makes it nicer for you because you're creating a sense of urgency where multiple people are looking at your property at the same time, and you're making them make a quicker decision rather than if they're the only one there, they don't feel that pressure. And I think that's really good for you as an owner. I found when I first started in the business that I spent a ton of time driving back and forth to the properties that I was renting. And once I started doing this, it cut down considerably on the number of showings that I had to do. And you never have to worry about whether somebody's gonna show up or not. If you have 5 or 6 people coming in that window at a time, if 1 or 2 of them doesn't show up, no big deal, you didn't waste your time. One other idea, instead of using a lease that you've created or found online, I would go to Minnesota MultiHousing Association. They have great leases that are available. You don't have to be a member to buy them. They're located right off of 82nd and 35W in Bloomington. And the leases are legal in Minnesota, and that's a huge thing. A lot of people write their own addendums to a lease or add different things to a lease, and then when they go to court to try to enforce that lease, it's illegal and the judge just throws it out. So it's super important to use a lease like that, or use a Minnesota bar approved lease. If you have any more questions, feel free to give us a call. We're always gonna be there for you as far as answering questions, even after you've bought a property. And even if you didn't buy it from us, feel free to give us a call. We're always gonna be helpful to people. My number is 612-332-9000.